In Japan, the word for cooked rice and the word for a meal are the same word. In Mandarin, asking someone, "Have you eaten?" literally translates to, "Have you had your rice yet?" In parts of Southeast Asia, a person who skips rice at dinner isn't considered to have eaten at all. Rice isn't just food across much of Asia. It's language, it's identity, it's history. But why? How did a single grain come to define the diet and the culture of half the world's population? That's what we're going to find out. The story starts roughly 10,000 years ago in the Yangtze River Valley in what is now southern China. That's where archaeologists believe rice was first domesticated, selectively cultivated from wild grass until it became the crop we recognize today. From there it spread south into Southeast Asia, west into India, eventually across the entire continent. And the reason it spread so effectively wasn't just that people liked the taste. It was that rice was exceptionally well suited to the environment across Asia, specifically to the climate shaped by the monsoon. This is the part most people never consider. The reason Asia eats rice isn't cultural, at least not originally. It's geographical. Much of Asia is shaped by the monsoon cycle, long periods of heavy, predictable rainfall followed by dry seasons. Rice doesn't just tolerate this pattern, it thrives in it. Rice paddies are designed to be flooded, and that standing water actually suppresses weeds and pests, reducing the need for pesticides. In conditions where wheat or corn would simply fail, rice produces reliable, high yields. Europe, by contrast, has a temperate climate, consistent moderate rainfall year-round. That environment favored wheat. North America favored maize. The crop that dominates a region's diet is almost always the crop that the land itself is best at producing. Asia got rice, not by choice, but by geography. And over thousands of years, entire civilizations were built around it. Rice also shaped Asia economically in ways that are still visible today. Rice paddies are extraordinarily labor-intensive to maintain. They require constant irrigation, planting, and harvesting by hand. This created something historians call a wet rice culture. Communities that had to cooperate closely and work together in large groups just to sustain their food supply. Some researchers argue this is one reason collectivist values, prioritizing the group over the individual, are historically more prominent across rice farming cultures compared to wheat farming ones. The crop didn't just feed people, it shaped how they organized society, and from a pure caloric standpoint, rice is remarkably efficient. Per acre, a rice paddy produces more calories than almost any other staple crop. For densely populated regions, which much of Asia has been for centuries, that efficiency wasn't a preference, it was a necessity. Once something becomes the foundation of a civilization's food supply for 10,000 years, it stops being just food. It becomes embedded in language, religion, ritual, and identity. In Japan, rice has been considered sacred since ancient times. Offerings of rice were made to the gods, and the Emperor of Japan still ceremonially plants and harvests rice each year as a symbolic act. In Bali, the rice goddess Dewi Sri is one of the most important spiritual figures in the culture. In many parts of South and Southeast Asia, rice is present at every major life event: births, weddings, funerals. It's also worth noting that Asian food is not a monolith. Japan, China, India, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia. These are vastly different cultures with distinct cuisines. But rice threads through nearly all of them, prepared differently, paired differently, carrying different meanings. Sticky rice in Laos, biryani in India, congee across East Asia, nasi goreng in Indonesia. The grain is the same. What each culture does with it is entirely its own. If you made it this far, share this with someone who eats rice every day and has never stopped to think about why. And if this was worth 5 minutes of your time, a like helps more than you'd think. A grain of rice is about 5 millimeters long, unremarkable on its own. But follow that grain back through history, through monsoons and river valleys, through empires and trade routes, through 10,000 years of human civilization. And what you find is one of the most quietly powerful forces in shaping who we are as a species. The question was never really about rice. It was about how the land we're born on shapes everything that comes after. I'll see you in the next one.